Only 8% of high school students get enough sleep per night.
I guess I'm not all that surprised by the statistic. I think kids try and jam too much in their day is probably the biggest problem that kids have. Procrastination, I would believe, would be ultimately the thing that staying up till 2 in the morning because they didn't get enough work time.
That's a pretty alarming statistic. Do I notice it in a day-to-day activity? I would not say that I would notice that, but 8% is an alarming statistic.
Well, I think that any teacher notices that kids are a little groggy in the morning and whatnot. I think that as a teacher with young children, I think I'm kind of groggy in the morning. So I think we're all dealing with the factor that we try and put too much in our day.
I believe the statistic is accurate, and I would imagine that most students don't get the required amount of sleep that their brains need.
Well, if only 8% of our high school students are getting enough sleep, then that means that, again, they're not performing up to their potential, and that's pretty concerning as a teacher.
Seniors in high school are 20% more likely to have sleep deprivation than 9th graders.
I'd say in my experience teaching that seniors and juniors are probably the most sleep deprived. But for me that makes sense because at that age level you are more involved, you are more active in the school, and you have a heavier workload rather than easier lower level classes.
And I don't see this problem as prevalent with my 10th grade students as I do with my seniors.
Speaks to the preparation that's required for college because you're going to be involved in many things. You'll probably be working other jobs, and again the workload is going to be such that it's going to require less sleep and more work. So suck it up.
I think seniors are dealing with a whole different set of circumstances. Not only are they trying to finish out their high school career strong, and especially some of their more intense classes, but they're also trying to finish up college applications. They're looking at scholarship applications. Many of them have jobs that some of them might work 20 or 25 hours a week.
Directions between school, work, activities, friends, internet, Facebook, texting. There's a lot of things to pull kids' attention.
That like a junior or senior has, I think having extracurriculars and having the later games, the added responsibility of a job, I think, and then obviously the rigor of the classes.
Females tend to get more sleep than males per night.
Females tend to be, in general, better at multitasking and organization. So I think girls can do multiple things and be able to put them in different categories in their brain and function in a little bit better way. They like to organize calendars, understand kind of the big picture, what's looking at the week. They can plan ahead. I think boys fly by a little bit more by the seat of their pants. I think maturation rate plays a role in that as well. The likelihood is that boys, as they get older, hopefully they would become better at time management as well.
But if I were going to say, individual by individual, I would think that most of the individuals that have the chronic head bobbing, want to be face down after a test, those are usually the males and not as many females. I think that's probably accurate.
So Julie, when did you go to bed last night?
I went to bed at 4:30 last night.
And why did you go to bed at 4:30 last night?
I was doing homework and studying for finals.
I usually go to bed at about midnight during the week. It kind of varies from anywhere from 11:30 to 1, but 12 is a good average.
So on average, what time do you go to bed usually?
Probably like 12:31.
And then how do you function if you go to bed that late? Does the coffee help or?
Yeah, I drink a lot of coffee. Today I brought 2 cups. This is my second one.
The latest I've stayed up in high school would probably be about 2:30 when I had a lot of homework or a project or something. And then the latest I ever stayed up was I pulled an all-nighter in 6th grade to finish the Fractured Fairy Tale, but I don't really know if that counts.
Or even like after sporting games, I get home maybe 7:30
eat something, start my homework at 8, so that often pushes you very late and you have to give up sleep or some social that night or something.